Hi, I'm Gail Zugerman, and welcome to the podcast Growing Older with Gusto. I'm so
Thanks.
excited because today we have a very special guest on the show coming to us from Toronto, Canada. His name is Dr. Robert Farber.
That's me.
That's you, right? It's a pleasure to welcome you to the show. He has so many things to talk about, but most importantly, as most of you listeners know, we love to talk to people who are growing older in a positive and productive way. Dr. Farber is an incredible example of somebody who is now 102 and sharp as a tack and interesting. And I'm going to stop talking because we got to talk to Dr. Farber about all his secrets on how he got to where he is. So welcome to the show, Dr. Farber. How are you doing today? How are things in Toronto?
A little cool, but bright.
Great.
And we're terribly worried about Trump.
Oh, yeah, that could be a whole nother podcast, right? So tell me a little bit about what you liked to do when you were growing up. What was like some of your favorite activities?
I'm a very big sports fan. I'm still a big sports fan now. I loved fishing. My elder son, and I went all over Canada and Northwest Territory, caught some big, big fish.
What kind of fish? Is it pike up there or is it salmon or what were you catching?
We were catching mostly pickerel. Well, you in the States, you call them walleye.
Oh, walleye
But
pike. Yeah.
big pike.
Wow. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
One of my biggest, I got a recording from the Minister of Fisheries in Manitoba, was a 48-inch pike.
Wow.
It's a catch and release. You caught it and then you let it go.
Good for you. So one of the reasons that you were recommended to me to be on the podcast is we love talking to people like you who are navigating through life in a way that is so inspirational. And I wanted to ask you, what would you tell someone who's at midlife about what they should be doing and enabling them to grow older without being afraid of being older? Any advice you would give to them?
What would I advise them?
Hmm. What did you do to reach your
Sit
state?
back and relax. You can't
Okay,
do anything about fate.
true. But what did you do to stay vital throughout your life? You said you like sports. Were you actively involved in a particular sport or?
Well, I'm 6'1.5", so I played a little bit of college basketball,
Okay.
and I grew up in a small town in Canada, Brantford, Ontario, and I
Hmm.
could skate beautifully. As a matter of fact, one of my closest friends, Sam Kennedy, eventually became a Detroit Red Wing star.
Wow. So this is hockey? You played hockey?
Huh,
Did you say?
I'm talking about hockey.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Now, did you,
But
did
as
you, con-
soon as I moved to Toronto, forgot about it. No
did you do
place to play.
any other physical
And
activities
here,
though at midlife? Any other physical activities at midlife that you enjoyed?
physical activity,
Hmm.
making love to my wife.
How long were you married?
How long did I met? 65 years.
Wow. Congratulations. That's quite a milestone. And I know you're a physician. What kind of medicine did you practice?
Oh, I was a pediatrician,
Wow. Very
a child
nice.
specialist.
Did you specialize in like sleeping disorders with kids or anything special?
Yeah, neonatal work, newborns.
Wow.
Worked
So,
at sick kids hospital for 35, 40 years.
yeah. So, what has given you the greatest strength as you've moved through your life?
My
Aside from
greatest
having.
strength,
Mhm.
my family. I've
Talk
got
to
a
me.
wonderful.
Tell me a little bit about family?
I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. I have 4 granddaughters. They are married to 4 beautiful people. I have 6 great-grandchildren. The
Wow.
oldest the oldest is now in university,
And
and, I can't get over how I cherish them so much.
do they live nearby? Any of them or
They all live in Toronto
wow.
except my eldest son, who is a lawyer in New York. He practices theater law.
Wow. I know that. That's how I was given your name, through your son. He thought you would enjoy being on the
Right.
podcast. Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
kill
great. So, let's chat a little bit about friendships. I know family is really important, but I've been told and other people I've talked to, as you grow older, it's so important to maintain relationships with other people and to be in touch with other people. How do you feel about that? Would you agree or
Well,
about
I
friendships?
had 2 other couples that we were extremely close to, extremely close. Unfortunately, 3 of the 4 have passed away, and there's
Yeah.
only 1 living. I speak to her about every couple weeks, and we say hello, and she always invites me over for a false steak supper.
What
So,
does that what does that mean? She lures you over with the promise of steak supper and then she gives you chicken or what does that mean?
but she always says, "I'm going to make you a steak supper."
Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Any tips for people as they grow older on how to maintain friendships?
You don't need anything to maintain a friendship, it just exists. And my best friend was named Billy Clarefield. His wife was very beautiful, very, very good friends with my wife. Then there was Dr. Buckman, who was a dentist, and he ruined all my teeth, but otherwise, we were a great sixum.
That's nice.
We had other friends, but not as close as this. My
What?
wife
Go ahead.
spoke to her friends probably almost every day.
That is nice. That's special. That's really nice.
Yeah.
What would you say is giving you the greatest pleasure that's you still derive pleasure from today? Anything you can think of?
My greatest pleasure?
Mhm.
My grandchildren.
Oh, what's your favorite
I
thing to do with
adore
them?
them.
Oh, that's so nice.
I worry about them a lot, but I needn't be. They're all doing well.
That's great. And I'm
You know,
sure
or
you're a good role model, right, right.
I
Do you
hope so.
do you have any favorite sayings or philosophy on living a good life?
Not really.
No?
Not really. Enjoy every day.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let me ask you this, if you were given a pill tonight and you woke up and you were 30 years younger than you are today, what would you do differently? Anything?
Yeah, I would certainly go fishing. My son is going up to Alaska in August. I would certainly be going with him.
Thinking back during your lifetime, what have been the greatest changes in society in your lifetime?
Oh, electronics, by all means.
How do you feel about those changes?
They're good. Excellent. When my kids go away on vacation, I can Skype them every day. I mean, God, I can't believe that.
It is pretty nice, isn't it?
Excellent.
What has been most inspirational to you throughout your life?
My work.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every single day.
How did you decide to go into that specialty?
I had a problem with my eye. Originally, I wanted to be an obstetrician and gynecologist,
Mhm.
but my eyes wouldn't allow me. I did an internship at Sick Kids Hospital and fell in love with it.
Mm, very nice. That's a nice story. So, what can you tell our listeners about, I would call this your secret sauce to living a joyful life and juicy life like you've had so far?
What
What's your secret to being 102 and thriving and having a good life? What's your secret?
being financially stable, having the greatest kids and grandchildren in all my life that anyone could have, and loving sports.
And what do you do today, for example? What do you do to keep yourself busy since you retired?
What do I do? Play bridge.
Oh, wow, you still
I
play bridge?
Oh,
Wow.
sure. I just played yesterday and I play well.
Wow, I'm sure
Uh,
you do.
I watch sports I watch every Leaf game, every baseball game, and I fight with my caregiver.
What do you fight about? She seems very
Nothing.
nice.
Nothing. She says I don't listen to her enough,
Oh, yeah.
and I say I listen to her too much. She's nice, very nice person. She's very nice.
Is there anything else you wanna talk about with me that I maybe questions I haven't been asking you?
No, I've given you the essence of my life. My
Well,
wife, unbelievable. My family, I couldn't have asked for anything better, Kenora. Nothing better. Financially, I'm stable and I worry a little bit about my health, but what the hell? I'm 102.
you seem pretty good to me. So, how are things in Toronto? And you said you had a few concerns about the new administration. You wanna talk about that at all?
About what?
The new administration in the United States.
With Yankin Trump,
Mhm.
he's made a mistake. We
What's his
were a
mistake?
good, it's like, we talked about friends before. Canada was a good friend of United States, a very good friend, and he's destroyed that forever.
Yeah. The people in Toronto that you talk to agree with you about this situation?
Well, absolutely, we'd never join in it. We love United people in the states. We love United States, but we'd never become a 51st state. Never, never.
I love it. You've got great spirit.
Yay!
Hey. Well, Dr. Farber, I'm out of questions. So I want to thank you so much for talking to me today. It's been my pleasure
Was
to
it?
have you on the podcast, and you've been a great guest. And for all your listeners, please share this podcast episode with all your friends and family. This is really a treat. How often do we get to speak with somebody who's 102 and thriving and vital? It's been
Miss
wonderful.
Gail,
Yes.
Miss Gail, how
Yes.
about saying next year, same time, same place?
I ditto. Next year, same place, same time. You're on. You got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Bye bye.
Bye.